People love to say, when am I ever going to use math in real life? Usually it's right after a soul-crushing high school exam. But today, I want to tell you a true story where math didn't just matter. It pulled millions of dollars straight out of the lottery system. Not metaphorically, literally. And no, this isn't one of those manifest abundance scams. This is a verified case of retired grandparents and a group of MIT students who figured out how to legally beat the lottery over and over again, using nothing but probability, expected value, and a ridiculous amount of patience. So buckle up. By the end of this, you may not become a millionaire, but at least you'll stop saying math is useless. Let's start with something painful. Your chances of winning a typical 6-number lottery are microscopic. In many systems, it's around 1 in 14 million. Some are even worse, 1 in 600 million levels of depression. Buying 2 tickets instead of 1 doesn't make your odds better. It makes them still terrible. But humans are terrible at understanding probability. If someone says they have a 30% chance of losing, people interpret that as, I'll probably win. If they hear someone won, they quietly replace that in their brain with, I could totally win. Statistically, that's nonsense. But our brains love stories more than numbers. There's a simple tool in probability called expected value. It answers one question. If I played this game thousands of times on average, how much would I win or lose per ticket? For almost every lottery on Earth, the expected value is negative. Like, horribly negative. That's why lottery systems survive. If the average player won money, lotteries wouldn't exist. Governments would have to shut them down faster than a crypto exchange after a Super Bowl commercial. But, and this is the critical twist, there was one game where the expected value flipped. It didn't just become not terrible. It became profitable, and that's where our heroes enter. In Michigan, there used to be a game called Winfall. The rules were normal except for one magical clause. If the jackpot went above $2 million and no one hit all 6 numbers, the jackpot rolled down to players who matched 5, 4, 3, and even 2 numbers. Translation: you no longer needed the 1 in millions miracle. You could win consistently by hitting smaller matches. And when the roll down was triggered, the expected value of a ticket became positive. Not sometimes. Predictably, if you bought enough tickets, you didn't hope to get lucky. You simply got paid. Enter Jerry and Marge Selbee, a retired couple in a tiny town, bored, drinking coffee, reading brochures. Jerry, who liked puzzles, did the math on the back of a lottery flyer and realized, if I buy a ton of tickets during roll downs, I can't lose. They tested it with a few $1,000s. It worked, so they scaled. Then they told their neighbors. Then they formed a little investment group and bought hundreds of thousands of tickets at a time. They made millions, legally, quietly, with spreadsheets and paper tickets stacked in hotel rooms like a scene from Breaking Bad, but with more khakis and less danger. A group of MIT math students independently found the same loophole. And because they were MIT students, their reaction wasn't, cool, free money. It was, let's build a model, raise capital, and industrialize this. So now the lottery had one army of retirees and one army of Ivy League nerds and zero idea what to do. The state knew it was happening, saw the insane ticket volume, and still didn't stop it, because the lottery was still making money overall. It wasn't fraud, it wasn't cheating, it was just math. Eventually, when the story leaked to journalists, the game was shut down. But by that time, the Selbees had made over $5 million net, and the MIT group walked away with even more, all from a random game. No, probably not. These loopholes are gone, and modern lotteries design their rules specifically to avoid positive expected value events. The casinos and lotteries learned. The house doesn't like being punched in the face by algebra, but the real lesson isn't go gamble smarter. It's this: math is a superpower. Probability is a lie detector for the universe. People who understand numbers don't need luck. Lottery tickets are hope for people who don't understand expected value. Wealth, on the other hand, tends to follow the people who do. If you enjoyed this mix of math, psychology, and true story chaos, hit that like button and subscribe for more brain fuel videos. And remember, you don't need luck when you have logic. But hey, still don't forget to tip your waitress and check your scratch-offs, just in case.